Welcome back to Riven. In the last episode, we figured out all of the information needed to solve the marble puzzle, I believe, and yet, for some reason, this does not appear to be the right solution, and I think I realized what I was doing wrong while I was editing. So this big island here is the one with the village on it, and that dome is actually red and not green. So if I switch the red and green marbles here, I think that might do this. Right. And a moment of truth. If I push this button, does it do anything? Yes! That's awesome. I figured it out. And I don't think I would have if I hadn't gone through and done all the editing for all the episodes up to this one before deciding to continue further, because I did realize that I mistakenly referred to one island as the wrong the wrong name. Like, I mixed up the Dome Island with the Jungle Island, so they had the other colors, and that's all that was wrong there, apparently. I guess figuring out the prison island marble could just be like trial and error. Like you put everything else where you know it's supposed to be, and then you can try either the yellow or the blue, because those are the only ones that aren't used. And one of those should work, so it's not really a... I don't know how I knew it was blue. I don't remember figuring that out, but I guess it was like process of elimination or something, but there was the extra... The yellow one was extra and not used. So now if I go to any of those domes and I put in the slider code, the book inside will be active. But there is one more thing I need to do before I go to Gehn's place. Oops, not spacebar. Escape. I like this one because I can skip through it. And what I need to do is get my prison book back from the rebels. And to do that, I need to figure out the last animal in that sequence. And is there a quick way back to the... I guess I can take the minecart back to the I can take the minecart back to the Jungle Island. The one with the village. The biggest one. Oops. Overshot. Up here. I'm guessing I can... Oh yeah, it's right here. Okay. Good. Oops. So I think, even though I haven't figured out where the last orb is that tells you... I mean, I know it's going to be number 4. So all I have to do is figure out what animal that corresponds to. And by process of elimination, I think it has to be the like seal-looking things that are on the rock outside the village. Because those are literally the only other animals that I've actually seen. Like, oh yeah, the fish are hanging right there. So that's how you know what the fish look like, and you can figure out their symbol. And obviously, fish do not make noise, so it makes sense that you never actually get to that orb, and you never actually activate it, and you just see the number in Gehn's lab there. Where am I going? I'm going up here. I'm trying to talk and navigate myself through this at the same time. So I think the only missing animal is going to be those, like, seal things. So I think if I put in the ones I know, this might work. So the first one I need to find is the fish. Yeah, it's going to be this one. I think that's number 4. So here's the fish. Skip. I need the beetle. Here's the beetle. Is that it? No, that's not it. Whoops. Where is it? Oh, there it is. That's going to be number 2. And then I need the frog, which I just saw right there. And I'm fairly sure just by process of elimination, because it's the only other animal I've seen, even though it's the only one. I know you can get the sound from it, I just don't remember how you do it. And then we need this guy. That's the whale shark. Yes, that was it. So in the first 10 minutes of this episode, I solved both of the main puzzles of the game. And that is a very fancy water effect. Alright, and that opens up. And there's another book. This is the first time we're going to change ages in the entire game. And it's got one of those crystal-y things that Gehn was talking about in one of his journals. So if you've seen the cover art for Riven, this is actually the big ol', like, weird tree that's on the cover of the game. And this is the only time you see it, because you never actually see it from the outside. You go inside the big tree. And this is going to be the rebels' hideout. I don't know how they managed to get this book working so that they could go somewhere and hide from Gehn and his followers, but they did somehow, I guess. And we're gonna go in. Oh, I guess you do see it from the outside. I forgot. I thought when you linked in, you were already inside it. Okay. Well, that's cool and all. What? Oh, hello guys. Oh. Can I just have my book back, please, guys? I mean, come on. I hope nobody tried to use it, because that's going to cause problems for a lot of people. I don't speak your language, dude. Come on. Wakey, wakey. Aha! Now we're inside the big tree. So if I go over here, that's where I was. Just in case I didn't get the establishing shot they were just showing me. left me a bowl. Excuse me. Yeah, that's a very pretty tree. Okay. Well, I guess I'm stuck here for a while. Until somebody decides to come talk to me. Which it sounds like somebody's about to.
Katrina now da saya yapalo. Yapa ay manay yalepo. Miotisay. Bekaretere wirape yelo kene falapo.
I have no idea what you're saying, lady.
Tisay. Why te fulupe?
But it doesn't really matter what she's saying because she just gave me back my trap book along with something else. I have the trap book back in my possession. Good to know. And some... oh god. Catherine, your handwriting is so fancy I can't even read it. I linked to Riven a week ago. The smell of the place overwhelmed me moments before I could see anything. With my sight only partially cleared, I stood motionless, peering ahead through a dim veil which was slowly lifting. There was a violent clang, and bars appeared. Oh, so she got caught in the same trap that we did at the very start of the game. Breathing slowly and heavily, deeply, blah blah blah. Not recognizing a thing. So Riven is Catherine's home world. And this is where she came from. Oh gosh, I don't... what's this? I write quickly from my prison. Nella will return your book, which the moiety intercepted upon your arrival. Oh, so she's talking to me directly. After questioning her, I've concluded that it was written by Atris for a very specific purpose. Gehn will desire to use it, although he may have suspicions. If you can find my prison, you will still need the combination to release me. Gehn keeps it in his office. Then I assume we're to signal Atris. I think I know how it might be done, but don't signal him before I am released. Catherine. Yeah, I also know how we're going to signal Atris, but that's only because I've played the game before. So somewhere in Catherine's journal is going to be a randomly generated combination. Or I don't think it's like randomly generated, but it's not consistent between times you've played the game, so you can't really start the end game process until you've gotten at least this far. And again, I think... no, this is... yeah, there's that weird viewing device of some sort. I think I let slip earlier that it's a telescope, but it's a telescope into the star fissure that Gehn was talking about before. And, yeah. If we open up that little hatch underneath it, we will be able to see a lot of stars. There it is. I believe these are all less than 10, so the combination is going to... well, yeah, they have to be, because it's only 1 through... there's only 5 buttons on the thing, so that's going to be... oops, pen won't write. Scribble. Come on. Who gives? Pen doesn't want to write on that particular piece of paper. 4, 3, 3, 1, 4. Yeah, so that combination is different every time you play the game. And yeah, There is so much reading here that I'm not gonna do. Because there is just so much. I think she talks about how she figured out how to use the like crystal thing to stabilize the linking books and all that. Yeah. Okay. So now this nice lady, who is a friend of Catherine's, is going to let us go. Or have someone take us back to the book, or she...
Ibuko mo buko wisipo. Na vene, tapo mo revene beno.
You're talking to me like I can understand you. Like, oh, she brought the Riven book back here.
Now, Katerine ne. Wisifa polo ya sepe yai.
Okay. I wonder if there's like a way to actually translate what the people are saying in this game when they speak other languages. Yeah, so this will take me back to that chamber. I liked the old linking sound better. The one in Mist. It sounded more mysterious, kinda. Okay. So that concludes that part of the story. So now I have this book, and I don't want to use it. Because I'm not stupid, and I don't want to end the game by being stupid. Because you can totally do that. You can use this book at any time and get yourself trapped in there. And depending on when you do it, you get a couple of different endings. So there's one where Gehn finds it, and he finds you trapped in there, and he's like, what were you thinking trapping yourself in the book? And then he just kind of leaves you in there. And then there's another one where the rebels find you trapped in the book, and I believe they just burn it with you trapped inside it. So, yeah, there's absolutely no reason for me to ever want to trap myself in the book. Unless, of course, I knew somebody was going to use it immediately afterward and set me free. Where is the nearest dome? Because I want to actually go see if I can talk to Gehn. And actually, the nearest one is going to be on the jungle island, not the dome island, as I erroneously allowed myself to believe before. Yep, skip, going up. And yes, I left this one open, good. And the code was 18. So 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 16, 14, 5, and 1. Nailed it. I might actually finish this game, and if not this episode, then the next episode for sure will be the finale. But I think there's still a little bit more to do. I think the only way to get to Catherine's Island is by going in here first. Yeah, that looks promising. See all these sweeping camera views and all that. There's Gehn's base of operations. Not technically in Riven, but he can't get anywhere else from there except back into Riven at this point, so he's still pretty well trapped. And again with these cages. Oh, did I do something? Oh, Here comes the man of the hour. Sup?
I apologize for the cage.
I know it's a thing you do.
I'm afraid this situation has often required of me a more primitive code of conduct than I might otherwise have chosen. I am Gehn.
Yep.
I assume you've heard of me. Yes. Well, I suspect you have acquired some false information of who I am now. Not that my son would have lied to you about me. No, not Atris. It's just that, well, I'm sure he believes me to still be the depraved father I once was.
Totally still is.
I even tried to kill him once. God, if I had accomplished that, who knows what I would have become. A great father indeed, who tries to murder his own son. Thankfully, he trapped me on age 5, a prison of my own creation. No books, no precious inks, no ages to link to, nothing but my own foolish ambitions. That was 30 years ago. 30 years, 30 lifetimes, what does it matter? No sentence could be too harsh for the man I was. But I have changed.
Sure. I have every reason to believe you.
To be sure, the deeds of my past can never be completely atoned for, but my mission was an honorable one. I'm sorry, this is all a bit awkward. It's been a long time since I've attempted to persuade anyone of my intentions. Most of the people here have already made their minds up about me one way or
It's a
another.
weird audio shift in quality.
I myself do not trust the words of most men, so I don't expect you to believe me. In the end, though, you may discover that I do have more than mere words to offer. Atris's choice of punishment has been hard on the people of Riven, and many have suffered.
Didn't have to be.
The island has been steadily decaying for years.
You're a tyrant and a shitty writer.
According to my most recent measurements, it appears that the 5th age has entered its final days. Unless the villagers can be relocated soon, the island will collapse entirely and everyone will perish. It has taken me a long time to do it, but it appears that finally I'll be able to make some substantial amends to my past transgressions, especially in... Well, I'm afraid I've had some trouble with Catherine and the moiety. In any society, there will always be a small percentage of the population with rebellious tendencies. Before Catherine appeared, the moiety, as they call themselves, had been relatively harmless. I mean, the natives here are a fairly violent people by nature, but I'd almost come to accept their presence. It seemed inevitable under the circumstances. Upon Catherine's return, however, their violence intensified.
Oh, sure. Blame her.
It seems she's become some sort of religious savior to them. And as far as I can tell, she's come to believe this herself. So I've had no alternative. I had to separate her from her people. I must admit, though, that my concerns were not entirely for her safety alone. The actions of Catherine and the moiety have put my own life at risk on numerous occasions. Consequently, the lives of all the people here. Therefore, I must ask you to refrain from any attempt to free her.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, dude.
Although I'm sure Atris desires it. Indeed, he must desire it with all his heart. but he is completely unaware of her recent state. Which brings me to the point of all of this. The linking book you brought with you. You're very fortunate to have recovered it. If I may.
Like I can stop you.
Thank you.
Yep, that there is a totally legit, 100% functional Dn'i linking book. Go on.
Perhaps it would be best if you went through first.
Sure thing. So if you hesitate too long, I believe he just straight up murders you, and that's a game over. So you have to kinda be like, yeah, sure. And I'm currently trapped in the book. But now, Gehn believes it is safe to go through, and he is armed. Come on in, the void is fine. And just like that, we have accomplished one of the goals that Atris sent us here with. You don't actually get to talk to Gehn while he's trapped in the book, but trust me, he's in there. And now we have free reign of his main base of operations. What's this do? It's a music box. Okay. Don't need that playing. Oh, it's that thing. Some of the perspective was a little weird on that. What do we have here? A non-functional linking book. Maybe if I had one of those crystal thingies, we could use that to go somewhere. Oh, that's one of those beetles. Huh. Yeah, there's something we need from this room, actually, besides just capturing Gehn. Catherine's letter said there was a combination that we would need to be able to free her. I don't think that did anything. Maybe it did. I don't know. Can we go outside? Nope. Not that we'd want to. Ah, okay. So what that did was open up the cage, and now I can use any of these. Oh, actually, I think turning that on powered all these books, so now I can use any of these to go back to their corresponding domes. And one of them is going to be the Prison Island dome, where Catherine is being held. But first, I need to learn a combination. Somewhere. Aha. More reading Catherine's bag. Yep. Capture her, hold on to her, blah blah blah. What's the combination? Wait, what? Did I miss it? I thought it was somewhere around here. Wait. No, those are just clothes. Is that another sound puzzle? I hope that's not another sound puzzle. I'm not sure about that. I'll take a closer look at that later. There's another hologram thingy.
Natsu? Shima? Shorate. Mata neta. Tagamem. San botegan shem. Fasi.
Okay. That was not as helpful as I had hoped it would be. Okay. Ah, nope, turn around. So that was like a ratchet, click, ding, ratchet, ding, ding, ratchet, click. Ding. What is wrong with this stupid pen? Ding, ding, ratchet, click. I don't know if that's actually something I have to remember or if it's just a random piece of interactive stuff. Oh. They helpfully have each island diagram on there, so it's easy to know where each one goes. There's that last dome. So don't need all that. Okay, now we are on the prison island. This is where Catherine is. So somewhere is gonna... Aha! Okay, that was right. So that's ratchet, ding. Okay, so the combination is ratchet, ding, ding, ratchet, click. Or maybe I did that wrong by messing with it. Wait. No, dang it. It's ratchet, ding, ding, ratchet, click. Ratchet, ding, ding, ratchet, click. There we go. Yeah, this can totally be the finale. Hey. Yeah, I did.
But how'd you get past? You have to get me out of here. If Gehn gets the linking book to Dn'i, he'll kill Mistress.
No need to worry about that.
Gehn's people may be watching us. The combination to the elevator is somewhere in Gehn's office. Be careful.
Wait, what?
Go then. If you won't help me, then I have nothing more to say.
I thought the combination was what I just put in. Did I not? Okay. Can I have control, please? Because I was pretty sure I did that right. Going back down. Ratchet, ding, ding, ratchet, click. Oh, okay. Maybe I had to talk to Catherine first and then do that. Yeah, now we're back up here. Whoops. Wait, did I... Oh. No? Oh, did I just skip some important dialogue? Oh no, tell me I didn't. What did I... Okay, hold on. I should still have the autosave. Yes, I want to load a game. Oh no, I don't have an autosave? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I thought it had autosaves. Well, dang it. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what I just missed, but I don't have the prison book in my inventory anymore, so I'm guessing I gave that to Catherine, and she went off to help her people escape because of what I'm about to do to Signal Atris. She wants me to reopen the Star Fissure. Got it. Oops. No, I didn't get it. There it goes. Oh my god, I have to do all this again. So basically what I have to do is go back to that telescope from the very beginning of the game, put in the code, and start using it. And I can use that to Signal Atris in a very awesome way. So this was 15, 16... No, 18. And then 16. And then 14. And then 5 and 1. Okay. Oh, I did that wrong. 5, 10, 15. This is 16. I keep messing up. Because of where the sliders start, they block me from seeing. Okay. Nope. What the? 5, 10, 15, 16. Oh, it's 18. Then 16, 14. God. There we go. Come on. Okay, we have to backtrack to Gehn's office. And then... is it this one? Oh, that page is gone. Never mind. Oh. I'm guessing Catherine helpfully ripped out a few pages so we would know exactly where to go. So we're going back to the Dome Island. Yeah, this is going to be the finale. This game is not as long as I remembered it being. Maybe that's because I actually knew what I was doing this time. So, yeah, let's get out there. I remembered it being a lot longer than Myst. And I'm guessing I just significantly overestimated that. Alright. Going up. I didn't think skipping the elevator ride up to Catherine's prison would skip the entire sequence there of what she tells you to do. But I seem, if I recall correctly, she goes to evacuate the rest of the villagers, and she tells us to open the Star Fissure. And we do that by using the combination we found in her journal that was given to us by her friend. And that's the last thing we have to do, is tell Atris that we are ready to get out of here. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So it was 4. Why is it not working? 4, 3, 3, 1, 4. Oh, maybe it's... Yeah, I bet it's not working because I have to... Okay, that was it. It was too low, so I wouldn't have been able to open the hatch anyway. 4, 3, 3, 1, 4. Got it. And let's take a look. Yep. Those are stars. So if I want to... take a closer look at these stars. Seems to be some kind of a black hole there. Yep. So after I hit this button one more time, it's gonna be the end of the game. So let's see what we got. Or not. There's something you do to, there's like a switch or something that... Ah, there it is. Have to take the safety off. Okay. False alarm. Now let's, go out with a bang. Whoop. Good thing I didn't actually need that for anything. Big enough signal for you, Atris? Must have been, 'cause there he is.
There isn't much time. Where's Catherine?
There she
Where's
is.
the book?
And there's the book. Mission accomplished.
The villagers are safely in the Rebel
Oh, good.
Age. I thank you.
As do I. You've accomplished more than I could have hoped for. You've given me back my life. The path home is now clear for all of us.
That was the old Linking Book sound.
This is where our paths must part. Perhaps
Well, there's 3 more games, so... yeah.
you know where to find me.
Wait, you're just gonna leave me here?
My friend.
I could have used that book too. What do we do? Oh. Whoa. Well. There goes Riven. It was a nice place.
Now I understand. Endings and beginnings are within the fissure. That riven cleft of stars that acts as both a wall and a bridge. And though I am unable to understand how, the very flow of stars that brought my mist book into worthy hands, I am sure served as a safe
You better hope
passage
so.
for my friend. The age of Riven is closed forever, but the people of Riven are free. And now I am at rest, understanding that in books and ages and life, the ending can never truly be written.
Alright. So that was Riven. Rand Miller. He's actually the actor who plays Atris. He was the CEO of Cyan. Even in the first Myst game, they couldn't afford actors, so they just had to use people who were working on the project. So Rand Miller, he was Atris and also Akinar in like different like makeup, I guess. And then his brother Robin Miller was Cirrus. I think they recast it when they appear in when Cirrus and Akinar show up again in Myst 4. But yeah, see, there's Rand Miller as Atris. I thought that was kind of cool when I looked it up and saw that. And I was like, oh, that's neat. So he kept being Atris because I guess everyone liked him being Atris, so he stayed for, you know, he'd always be around for the games because, you know, he owns the company. So that was cool. I like learning stuff like that. So yeah, it's over. I did it. I got the best possible ending. And there are quite a few endings to this game depending on which objectives you accomplish before signaling Atris. So you can, as soon as you learn the combination to open the telescope hatch, you can actually do what I did at the end there and break it open, and Atris will come running with a book. And if you haven't captured Gehn and freed Catherine, Atris is like, what happened? Where's Gehn? Where's the book? What's going on? And then Gehn shows up from around the corner, straight up murders you both. He kills you and Atris. And that's the game over. And if you signal Atris after capturing Gehn but before rescuing Catherine, it kind of plays out the same, except they imply that Catherine and everybody else in Riven died. Oh, City of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Yeah, I guess they did some photography and environment design from that. I think there's more of that in Myst 3, actually. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the different endings. So there's also, if you hesitate too long when Gehn offers you the book to trap yourself in the book, he puts it away, and I'm pretty sure he just straight up murders you there. And you can also, after you've captured Gehn, you can use the book again, and then he'll come out and kind of be like, well, thanks for letting me out. I'm not sure what you hope to accomplish, but, you know, thank you. And then he just, like, closes you in the book forever. And, yeah, besides that, there's the other two times where you can trap yourself in the book, and depending on when you do that, someone different finds you. Yeah, that was fun. Like, I remembered this game slightly differently, but I think it was just because I was, you know, a lot younger when I played it the first couple of times, and I didn't really follow the story. I didn't really get how you were supposed to do, like, any of the puzzles, so I had to look up a guide, and I kind of understood that it's like, capture Gehn, rescue Catherine, but I didn't really follow any of the backstory or anything like that, so I think it was more fun going into it with a better understanding of the lore, and also, you know, being able to actually have the ability to solve the puzzles more or less the way the game intended. I still went in with some prior knowledge, because otherwise I don't know how you're supposed to guess that the marbles on the map correspond to the domes on each island, let alone that you're supposed to figure out the coordinates from that map island and everything. I guess I could see it, like, being feasible to guess that the player could figure that out, but this was my first time actually working through that puzzle and solving it without a guide, and I still don't know that I would have been able to do it without knowing what I already knew. And I have no idea where the number 4 ball is. Like, I'm gonna, like, look up and see if I missed anything, like, after I'm done recording this and editing it and everything. And it's gonna be in, like, some stupid obvious place, and I'll like, I'll edit it in or something, like, leave an annotation or something. It's like, yeah, it was right here, you know, right in plain sight, and I just walked past it, like, 80 dozen times. But, you know, you can kind of guess some things, like, there's something that you're meant to guess, like figuring out that the one color it doesn't tell you is purple, and that's on, like, the crater island or whatever, you know. It's just, when the game expects you to guess stuff, it's stuff that it can reasonably expect you to guess, or, you know, by process of elimination figure things out. And yeah, I don't know, I liked it. It was a lot more fun than I remember. Like, I was honestly dreading trying to figure out the marble puzzle without a guide, and I'm really happy that I was actually able to do that with only a minor misstep of mixing up two of the islands. It's like the red and green ones. Like, I had everything else down, and I just forgot which island was which there for the red and green ones, and as soon as I switched those, everything worked out. So yeah, I'm happy that I did this with a minimum of asking a guide, where the hell do I go? Like, figuring out that I was supposed to close those doors behind me, which was just the dumbest thing. But, you know, it wouldn't be one of my Let's Plays if I didn't get held up on some stupid minor detail, like forgetting to close an elevator door. I think I just hate doors. I just have a problem with doors or something. So, the next game in the series is Myst 3 Exile, and it's the last of the three that I've actually played through beforehand, and I liked Myst 3 a lot more. I actually have the CD copy of it on my desk right here. I have actually legit beaten this without a guide. And that's not to say that the puzzles are necessarily, like, easier, but they're more logically straightforward. Like, they're less obtuse than some of the leaps of logic that Myst and Riven expected you to make. And I think I appreciate the design of the puzzles a little bit more in Myst 3 Exile. And yeah, the story is kind of good too. You know, it's a little bit lower stakes. I mean, I don't want to, like, get too much into it, but they kind of gloss over the fact that you allegedly went home, you know, at the end of Riven by falling into the star fissure, and presumably you end up in the same place that the Myst book that you found at the beginning of Myst was. So yeah, they kind of gloss over that. They don't explain how you get back into, because Myst 3 opens with you meeting Atris and Catherine again, but it's like in another age that they've, you know, set up home in, basically. It's just a place where they live. And they don't really explain how you got back there, how you got there specifically. It just kind of starts in the middle of whatever story that you are currently adventuring on before you decide, like, hey, I'm going to go see my old friends Atris and Catherine. And then somebody else shows up and starts causing trouble, and that kicks off the whole adventure, but we'll get to that when we get to it. I'll see about recording that relatively soon, I guess. So, this has been Riven. I had fun. I hope you had fun watching me struggle and figure out what I figured out. And I'll see you next time in Myst 3 Exile.